कवीनामुपमश्रवस्तमम् ज्येष्ठराजं ब्रह्मणां ब्रह्मणस्पत आन शृण्वन्नोतिभिः सीदसादनम् प्रणो देवी सरस्वती वाजिनीवती धीनामविक्रयवतु गणेशाय नमः सरस्वत्यै नमः श्रीगुरुभ्यो नमः हरिः ओम् निधनपतये नमः निधनपतान्तिकाय नमः ऊर्ध्वाय नमः ऊर्ध्वलिङ्गाय नमः हिरण्याय नमः हिरण्यलिङ्गाय नमः सुवर्णाय नमः सुवर्णलिङ्गाय नमः दिव्याय नमः दिव्यलिङ्गाय नमः भवाय नमः भवलिङ्गाय नमः शर्वाय नमः शर्वलिङ्गाय नमः शिवाय नमः शिवलिङ्गाय नमः ज्वलाय नमः ज्वललिङ्गाय नमः आत्माय नमः आत्मलिङ्गाय नमः परमाय नमः परमलिङ्गाय नमः एतत्सोमस्य सूर्यस्य सर्वलिङ्गग्रस्थापयति पाणिमन्त्रं पवित्रम् सद्यो जातं प्रपद्यामि सद्यो जाताय वै नमो नमः भवे भवे नाति भवे भवस्व मां भवोद्भवाय नमः वामदेवाय नमो ज्येष्ठाय नमः श्रेष्ठाय नमो रुद्राय नमः कालाय नमः कलविकरणाय नमो बलविकरणाय नमो बलाय नमो बलप्रमदनाय नमः सर्वभूतदमनाय नमो मनोन्मनाय नमः अघोरेभ्यो घोरेभ्यो घोरघोरतरेभ्यः सर्वेभ्यः सर्वेभ्यो नमस्ते अस्तु रुद्ररूपेभ्यः तत्पुरुषाय विद्महे महादेवाय धीमहि तन्नो रुद्र प्रचोदयात् ईशानः सर्वविद्यानाम् ईश्वरः सर्वभूतानां ब्रह्माधिपतिः ब्रह्मणोऽधिपतिः ब्रह्मा शिवो मे अस्तु सदा शिवोम् नमो हिरण्यबाहवे हिरण्यवर्णाय हिरण्यरूपाय हिरण्यपतये अम्बिका पतय उमापतये पशुपतये नमो नमः ऋतगुं सत्यं परं ब्रह्म पुरुषं कृष्णपिङ्गलम् ऊर्ध्वरेतं विरूपाक्षं विश्वरूपाय वै नमो नमः सर्वो वै रुद्रस्तस्मै रुद्राय नमो अस्तु पुरुषो वै रुद्रस्तन्महो नमो नमः विश्वं भूतं भुवनं चित्रं बहुधा जातं जायमानं च यत् सर्वो ह्येष रुद्रस्तस्मै रुद्राय नमो अस्तु। खद्रुद्राय प्रचेतसे मीडुष्टमाय तव्यसे वोचेमशन्तमगुं हृदे सर्वो ह्येष रुद्रस्तस्मै रुद्राय नमो अस्तु। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। श्री साईश्वराय नमः। हरि ओम। ओम
भूमिर्भूम्नाद्यौ वरिणान्तरिक्षं महित्वा उपस्थिते देव्यदितेऽग्निमन्नादमन्नाद्यायाददे।
पृश्निरक्रमी दशनं मातरं पुनः। Okay, let me say the words perfectly. First, Ayangauh Prushnirakramit Ashanan Mataram Punah becomes Dashanan Mataram Punah because of this. Ayangauh Prushnirakrami Dasanan Mataram Punah. Ayangauh Prushnirakrami.
Ayangauh Prushnirakrami. Ayangauh Prushnirakrami.
Dashanan Mataram.
Dashanan Mataram. Dashanan Mataram.
Punaha.
Punaha. Punaha.
Ayangauh Prushnirakrami.
Ayangauh Prushnirakrami. Ayangauh Prushnirakrami.
Dashanan Mataram Punaha.
Dashanan Mataram Punaha. Dashanan Mataram Punaha.
Dashanan Mataram Punaha.
Dashanan Mataram Punaha. Dashanan Mataram Punaha.
Is it dasa or
Yeah, it is Dasha.
Dasha?
Sha, yeah. Is it in this book? It should be
It is
Sha. Sa, Dasanan Mata. Sa. Yeah, Sa. Dasanan Mataram Punaha.
Dasanan Mataram Punaha. Dasanan Mataram Punaha.
Dasanan Mataram.
Dasanan Mataram. Dasanan Mataram.
Punaha.
Punaha. Punaha.
Ayangauh Prushnirakrami.
Ayangauh Prushnirakrami. Ayangauh Prushnirakrami.
Dasanan Mataram Punaha.
Dasanan Mataram Punaha. Dasanan Mataram Punaha.
will chant. Ayangauh prusnirakramidasanal mataram punaha.
Ayam gauh prusnirakrami dasanam mataram punaha. Ayam gauh prusnirakrami dasanam mataram punaha.
Pitarancha
Pitarancha
prayansuvaha.
Prayansuvaha
Praise down. Prayam suvaha. So price down. So prayam suvaha. Pitarancha prayam suvaha. Ayangauh prusnirakramidasanal mataram punaha. Pitarancha prayansuvaha.
Ayam gauh prusnirakrami dasanam mataram punaha. Pitaram cha prayam suvaha.
What, you guys are having difficulty getting the words? Okay. Pitarancha prayanta plus sa becomes sa, right? Suvaha. That is prayantaha plus suvaha becomes prayansuvaha. Su, right?
Yeah.
TSU together. Suvaha. Pitarancha prayansuvaha. Ayangau. Okay, now you chant both the mantras together.
Ayam gauh prusnirakrami dasanam mataram punaha. Pitaram cha prayansuvaha.
Very good.
Ayam gauh prusnirakrami dasanam mataram punaha. Pitaram cha prayansuvaha.
Bhumir bhumna. Total.
Bhumir bhumnabhyau parinantariksham mahitva. Upastete devyadite nimannaramannadyayadade. Ayam gauh prusnirakrami dasanam mataram punaha. Pitaram cha prayansuvaha.
Hello. పదాలన్నీ సరిగ్గా వస్తున్నాయా? ఓకే. చూసి చక్కగా చదవాలి. ఓకే, తప్పులు చదవకూడదు. ఓకే, వన్ మోర్ టైం. భూమిర్
భూమ్నాభ్యో పరిణాంతరిక్షం మహిత్వా. ఉపస్థితే దేవ్యదితేగ్నిమన్నాదమన్నాధ్యాయాదదే. Ayam gauh prusnirakrami dasanam mataram punaha. Pitaram cha prayansuvaha.
Now, we are studying. What are we studying? Bhusuktam. What did I say last class? Homework? Yeah. You ready with the homework? You are? Okay. You have the mic. You share what you have. Excellent. I love it when they are so prepared. Oh, she wrote a whole page of it. Okay. Okay. Mic Lachul. Tell in the mic. What was the homework? First you tell people, remind them, because adults have very short memory.
The list of requirements.
On padu.
The list of requirements for quality for living for others and how it applies to Mother Earth.
Excellent. She captured the question properly. Okay. What is the answer you have?
You told us that patience, Mother Earth has patience, but when she can't bear it, Baba comes. And then I put service. Mother Earth does service by giving everything. And then she forgives us. Mother Earth always forgives us for destroying her plants and trees and all that. And then she is never selfish. Mother Earth is always selfless.
Okay. Wow. Excellent. So I heard three things. Huh? Yeah. First is giving. Second is forgiving. Yeah, you also said forgiving, right?
Well, yeah.
Yeah. Then
Selfless love.
selfless love. Okay. What else? I told in the class last week I talked about not patience. Forbearance. Yeah. She also has patience and forbearance. So when you have to give to others, unconditionally giving to others, what are the qualities that you need to have? And what else? Anybody else? You did any homework? No? Why? You don't know? Where is the other guy?
I didn't do it.
You didn't do it.
No.
Why?
I forgot.
You got F. Both of you got F. Who else didn't do homework? Raise your hand. Can you come to class and not do homework when in your school? Will they allow you to come to class without doing homework? They'll give you bad grades, right? Yes or no? You have to take this seriously, including adults. This is not time pass. I don't have time to pass. Okay? There is no time to pass. Yes, auntie.
Another thing which I thought is important is equanimity. She doesn't consider this land or that land.
Okay.
She is love for everybody.
Exactly. So,
And then next thing is she's not narrow-minded, always her heart is big. Gives everything.
yeah, to give for others, you should not have judgment. That's what auntie is talking about. She doesn't judge. A mother doesn't judge. For example, if the mother has 3 children, one of the child is extremely brilliant and the other child is say disabled. Another child has autism. Will the mother only feed the brilliant child and ignore the other 2 children? No. Mother for mother, all the 3 are equivalent. She doesn't discriminate who is my best child, who is my least child. In fact, what she does is, if at all, she takes care of the disabled child first, because the other child can take care of themselves. But even Mother Earth does not even do that. Whether you are able or disabled, without judgment, you guys should get a notebook and a pen and write down these kind of things. Otherwise, what's the point of a class? What's the point of a study? The point of study, this is not like Veda class, like I am telling some mantras and you guys are learning. We are talking about practical application of Vedas in our daily lives, right? So this is not a class, this is a study. So when you go to a study, you got to not only learn, but you got to go back, reflect and also contemplate on what you have learned in this study. Yes? You all agree? Does it make sense? Yeah. So then only, yesterday I was telling, 3 things: knowing it, retaining it, expanding it. Vidmahe, dhimahi, prachodayat. That is what it means. Vidmahe means I know. Dhimahi means I retain it through practice. Prachodayat. Now once I know, I retain it, I practice it I retain it through practice, then what should I do? Share it, expand it, share it. That is what is Veda. What we are thinking, lot of people are thinking Vedas are just mantras And I can chant mantras now, and you have no clue what you are chanting, others have no clue what they are hearing. The confused are confusing the confused. That is not the purpose of this. This is a study. Therefore, what we have to do, what we have to do is, when I say this is your homework, you got to take it seriously. Otherwise, please, there are so many people that can teach you mantras. Go learn from them. No time pass here. Okay, chant one more time, and what I will do is next week, whoever are the students in this class, you are all coming at 9 o'clock, and you are each individually going to share what are the attributes or the values that if you have to give unconditionally. We had a few. Thank you, Auntie, and thank you to dear Swati for doing your homework. And the rest of you adults, any other adults did homework? Yes, okay.
The biggest quality which I see from Mother Earth is something recycling. It can take something which is very bad and convert it into good every time.
Excellent point. That is beautiful point. So what do you call that as?
In Sanskrit?
No, English is fine. You said huh?
Recycle.
No, cleansing ourselves, rejuvenating, renewing everything.
Okay.
So a mother can
Oh, 3 more qualities. Okay, Auntie, go ahead, finish. Finish.
Since Guru is saying something in connection to that, in health point of view also we give all waste products, like in the house we give waste products. When we breathe, we breathe out the bad gas, and it accepts us and makes us very healthy. And especially when we do prayers like Tulasi, which is a part of Mother Nature, she listens to our prayers. So these are the beautiful things. Whatever she thinks, whatever she provides, without even we asking, she gives with a pure heart. Whatever insult we do for the Bhumata, whatever negligence we do for Bhumata, it's always the love which she shares. Sometimes we don't understand the Mother Nature. We hate it, we destroy it, we neglect it. We don't even say Krishna, Paramatma, Bhumata, Namaskar, we help you so much. So in spite of that, she does all these things.
Yeah. What else, Auntie? Any other things? If you have heard something that is already shared, share something that is not said. So recycling or rejuvenation, taking something that is useless and making it useful. That's a very, very beautiful point. It is a unique quality of not only Mother Earth, and there is a quality of other mother that we talked about. Why she is called mother also? Huh? Gomata. Gomata that does exactly the same thing. She takes what is useless and converts it into what is useful. What do we do? Take what is useful and converting it into useless. Yes? That's why we are not, the human being has this incredible quality of taking something that is good and making it bad. Right? That's what we do. But the Mother Earth, you are throwing dirt on her, you are throwing what is useless on her, and she is converting through the soil into beautiful manure. And the entire soil is enriched with bacteria that are useful for growing the plants. That's what's called mostly the soil enrichment and the soil diversity that is so critical for producing food. How does this happen? Only when she has this ability of taking all what is useless and making it useful. Okay? Next, any other things that we, yes, Auntie?
The power to attract, as in gravity. So it not only attracts every single being, but it holds that being, so that you can never imagine a person falling off of earth.
Beautiful.
Right? So
Yeah.
it holds everybody together.
Okay. This is excellent. So I would like to do this. I would like to take next class. All of you are coming together, taking all these attributes and how uniquely is applied to Mother Earth. Right? This is a very important point. What Auntie is saying is, the first mother that hugs us, not even your physical mother that hugs you, the first mother that hugs you is Mother Earth. And that hugging is called gravity. If she did not hug you, you will be flying away. Yes, you will be flying away. You won't be born. So, what that quality of attraction or gravity is what keeps all the beings together on this earth, isn't it? Yes? And that's a very unique quality of she is hugging unconditionally. Is she, because of the, see even that in the context of unconditional, without that gravity you wouldn't be able to excrete. Think about it. Can you imagine how you can excrete without having a gravitational force? Impossible. So that is a very, very unique quality of Mother Earth. You see, the beauty of Sanatana Dharma is that we don't look at earth and sun as some static objects that have only relevance as some planets or something like that. You understand? You revere everything that is providing you with all these aspects, you revere them as gods. You revere them as great as your own mother. You revere them as great as your father. So if the mother is the earth, the father is the sun. Huh? For the entire living beings, the mother is the earth, father is the sun. Pitarancha prayansuvaha. Mataram Pitaram, in this second mantra that we are going to learn, talks to Mata and Pita, mother and father. Who is the mother, who is the father. Now, next class, that's what you're doing. I won't be here, but I want to come back and see very nice notes taken and do it as a study circle. Everybody should come prepared with sharing all their qualities, and then you can very quickly come to what are the attributes that are common that you have shared, what are the ones unique. Yeah. So what we're talking about, rejuvenation, recycling, is really very significantly associated with two mothers, Mother Cow, Gomata, and Bhumata. Anybody else has anything unique to share? She has been.
I did my homework.
Oh, okay, you did the homework, okay. They already covered it, okay, that's good, okay.
Actually, we did the homework.
Huh.
And I told the kids, but they did not do it. That's why they said they did not tell the
Okay, okay. So you did the homework means you and Praveen did the homework. Okay.
So probably the last hug also would be Mother Earth.
Last hug, yeah. That goes back to again absorbing whatever is, it's so easy to, degenerate or dissolve into the Mother Earth because you came from her. See, your body, your nerves, your hair and everything is made of Mother Earth only. And because it is related to that Mother Earth, what comes from something can only go back into that, isn't it? It's a degrading. If you make a pot out of the clay, it's very easy to make that clay go back into the clay. If it is a different material, it won't. See, there is another aspect which I will tell with you, with a mother that is unique, is there is a biological phenomenon called, if it is not genetically related yourself, you will reject it, isn't it? Yes? Now, when you take a mother has no rejection. 50% of what the mother is carrying in the womb is genetically not related to her. Yes, at least 50% coming from some other genetics, right? When you conceive, when you conceive and you create a baby, genetically the genetic composition of the baby is not 100% related to the mother. But yet the mother doesn't reject. If the mother rejects, then there won't be any creation. Unconditional acceptance. Accept everything that is coming. That is the other aspect of the mother. Very beautiful aspect. Yeah? Yes?
The homework is to find the unique qualities.
Yeah, and you did your homework. So you can come next class and listen to others. Okay? Okay, good.
All the knowledge to live also come from mother, like Vedmata. She gives all the knowledge what is required to live on the earth.
Okay, how do you apply that to Mother Earth?
I'm talking about regular mothers. They give the knowledge to you to how to live for the next couple of years. Then we grab it after that, add something to that.
Yes, and now Mother is the first one who teaches what is the meaning of love. She
Yeah.
doesn't even talk. That's what I think you're trying to say. That is the first teacher who explains.
Yeah, that's my. I'm talking about Vedamata here. All the Vedas come from. That's where knowledge is there. Come from.
love.
So the first teacher is the mother, and how that is the case is what he's saying is everything that we learn is by observing something that is outside. Right? So when Dattatreya was asked who is his guru, then he mentioned 24 things in Mother Nature that are his gurus. 24 things that are in the nature as guru. Homework 2. What are the 24 things and what are the values each of them was teaching? So when you observe the Mother Nature, so that's a very important point too. The aspect of learning comes by observing. When you observe something, you learn it, isn't it? As children, that's how the children observe and they learn. So that's why when the child is observing something at home with what the mother is doing, if the mother is praying while cooking, the child will also automatically pray without even asking you. Huh? If the mother is watching TV while cooking, the child will be eating food watching TV. So the mother, it's a huge burden to be, in fact, burden or a blessing. However may you take it, you are becoming a role model. The mother is the first role model for the child, not even father. Father comes much later on. But the mother is the first role model in learning. And how that role model, so Mother Earth is a role model because of all these qualities, isn't it? So let's go to the next mantra. So next week, please, I would like you to not drop the 9 o'clock opportunity because you don't have something to assimilating these mantras that we have learned and bringing them into practical application is the real value of the Veda class. Otherwise, it's not valuable. Okay? Okay, let's chant the mantras and I'll go to the meaning. Bhumir bhumna
Dhyauvahinantariksham mahitva upasthete devyadite grimannadamannadyayadade ayangau krishnivakrami dasanam.
Not everybody is chanting. Sairam. Not everybody is chanting in the same scale. It's disconnected. Om Bhumir Bhumna
Dhyauvahinantariksham
Mahitva
upasthete devyadite ayangau krishnivakrami dasanam mataram punaha pitaram cha prayansuvaham.
Ayam means effulgence. Gauh. Gauh means there are several meanings of the word gau. From the word gau actually came Gaya. So when you hear the word Gaya, what comes to your mind? The two letters Gaya are important in one mantra. Gayatri, hello. Gaya are two letters in the word Gayatri. Gayatri, Gaya, three, not three like three. The one that protects Gaya is Gayatri. Ayam Gauh. Gauh is the root word, is the root letter for the word Gaya. Gauh means sun. Gauh also means individual jiva. Okay. Ayam Gauh Prusnir Akramit. This radiant sun is like a fire that is all pervading. I'm telling the literal meaning, how people write it in text. Ayam Gauh Prusnir Akramit. Prusni means radiance. Akramit means all pervading. Ayam Gauh Prusnir Akramit Asanan Mataram Punaha Pitarancha Prayansuvaha. What it is saying is this radiant, effulgent sun that is all pervading is actually providing food as the mother. Then he is going upward, Pitarancha Prayansuvaha. From Suvaha, from the higher worlds, he is acting like father. Oh, now you see, the same principle, the ever effulgent radiance that is all pervading, this ever effulgent radiance that is all pervading is giving food on earth like a mother and then acting like a father from above. In the above, in the higher world, he is the father. In the world that is you are walking on or living on the earth, he is the mother. So what is saying? The mother is providing food. The father is working from the top. It is the same effulgence that is working as mother and father. How beautiful that is. Can you relate to that? Ayam Gauh Prusnir Akramit Asanan Mataram Punaha Pitarancha Prayansuvaha. First, the mother is the one that is giving the food. Asanan Mataram Punaha Pitarancha Prayansuvaha. Now when you chant the mantra, I will explain what this means. Are you able to understand what I just said? Is it making sense? So what the mantra is saying is, it is the same all-pervading, effulgent radiance that is giving food as the mother and acting like and the father from above. So what it is saying is, it is only one. It's only one principle. That one principle is acting on as mother on one side and acting as father on the top. Is it making sense? Are you connecting to that? Now the question is how and what is the insight into that mantra. See how beautiful the mantra is? It's so stimulating to think we are separating. Even in the first mantra that we said, Bhumir Bhumna, Jaur Varina, Antariksham Mahitva, 3 different worlds, Bhumi, Antariksha and the Suva. Those are the 3 words called Bhur, Bhuva, Suva. That is what is mentioned in Gayatri Mantra. What we are saying, all these worlds are separate. But what the mantra is saying, all these worlds are the same. The one thing is called differently. And here it is called Bhu, where it is Bhumi, and in Antariksha, which is the space, it is the Vayu, and in the top, the Suva, it is the sun. So how did we learned the same principle in Rudram? Right? Have we learned the same principle in Rudram? Yes. What is the mantra that talks about the 3 principles: giving food on earth, giving life in space, and then giving rain from the top? So if the father doesn't rain, the mother cannot produce food. How is the father raining? From the top there is rain coming, right? Hello. Now, adults, I want you to connect to this mantra, how this mantra is related in Rudram. Where this principle is taught, that on the earth it is food. Prudhivin, Esham, Annam, Vato, Varsham, Ishavastebhyo, Dashaprachir, in that mantra, Prudhivi, Annam, Antariksha, Vata, Divi, Varsham. This is what is provided. Now, this is where you have to, this is why study is important, not simply chanting. When a question is asked, where did your mind has to go, oh God, I learned the same principle somewhere else. You will be, in Vedas, the interesting thing is, you will be hearing the same principle over and over and over again, stated so many different ways, so that it finally sinks into you that there is only one that is acting as many. In fact, we are separating ourselves with the many instead of integrating into the one. So the first mantra is saying, Bhumir Bhumna, Jaur Varina, Antariksham Mahitva. Now I am going to invoke that 3 principles within me. That's what I said last week, right? Within me, within me, my body is the earth, my life, my breath is the vayu, and my intellect and my thoughts are related to suva. Yes, bhur bhuva swaha means that. Now what we are thinking, this bhur bhuva swaha doesn't apply, there is something outside I have to pray. No. The point is connect to this mantras within you. Now in this mantra is saying, Ayam Gauh Prusnir Akramit Asanan Mataram Punaha Pitarancha Prayan Suvaha. Okay? Now let's chant Ayam Gauh Prusnir. I will elaborate. Ayam Gauh Prusnirakramit Dasanan Mataram Punaha Pitarancha Prayan Suvaha. Ayam Gauh Prusnirakramit Dasanan Mataram Punaha Pitarancha Prayan Suvaha. Now, I gave you the literal meaning of how it works. But in nature we are observing, and that is the truth. Without the sun, can the Mother Earth produce food? Right? So, how is the same principle recycled? Very common sense, isn't it? Without the sun, when it is so hot, you complain. But without that heat, the waters on the earth will not get evaporated to produce the clouds. And when the clouds are produced due to water evaporation, it's that rain that comes from the clouds that is actually...
I learned this from science.
Oh, you learned this from where?
Science.
Science, yeah, okay. I heard it science. That is true. Science is science, yes. That is, science is science, yes. You pronounced it perfectly, huh? Saket, yeah. Yes, we all have to learn it from science. So, Ayangauhu Prusnirakrami Dasanan Mataram Punaha. So, the point of the living, the Pratyaksha Devatas, the living gods for us are who?
The sun.
Rains,
Sun,
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 Mother and father. that is the simplest answer. Mother and father are your living gods. There is no other god. Hello? Mother and father are living gods. So the principle of mother and father applied at your individual level is your own parents. But applied at universal level, there are two that are the most important to be revered. Period. Mother Earth, Father Sun. That's it. That is what this mantra is saying. See how much value it is being taught. What the value of this mantra is, the mother is giving food to sustain your body. The father is giving the beautiful intellect so that what you are eating is converted into thoughts that are useful for others. So who is the Gau here? The Gau is individual. Jiva, as I said. Gayatri means the one that protects your Jiva, your individual self. So in your individual self, there is this all-pervading radiance that is within. And that radiance within is the father for the individual, and the food that is taken to consumed into your blood and energy within is the mother. Those are the principles within you. Ayangauh Prusnir Akramit becomes Prusnir Akramit Asanan Mataram Punaha Pitarancha Prayan Suvaha. Is this clear now? How beautiful that mantra is? Now let's chant the two mantras. I'll go to the third one. Bhumir Bhumna Yauvarinam Tariksham Mahitva Upastete Devyadite Nimannada Mannadhyayadade Ayangauh Prasmirakrami Dasanam Trigumsadhama Virajati Vakpatangaya Sisriye Trigumsadhama Virajati Vakpatangaya Sisriye Trigumsadhama Virajati Vakpatangaya Sisriye See, first you don't tell the meaning, but you ask the people to just chant, because that is the beauty of it. You are struggling. What are these words? I have no clue, but yet I am mechanically repeating. Then, after mechanically repeating, then once the meaning is given, now suddenly this mantra becomes such a very powerful aspect to chant, isn't it? Yeah? You feel that motivation? So you have to put the effort to take the first steps. Then only you can understand what is the purpose of chanting these mantras. Like Trigumsadhama Virajati Vakpatangaya Sisriye. Those are the words. Trigumsha means 30. Trigumsha means 30. The word Trigumsha means 30. It's a number. Dhama Virajati Vakpatangaya Sisriye. Now those are the words. Now I will chant it with the intonation. Trigumsadhama Virajati Vakpatangaya Sisriye.
Trigumsadhama Virajati Vakpatangaya Sisriye. Trigumsadhama Virajati Vakpatangaya Sisriye.
Pratyasya vaha dyubhihi.
Pratyasya vahadyubihi. Pratyasya vahadyubihi.
Trigumsadhama Virajati Vakpatangaya Sisriye. Pratyasya vahadyubhihi.
Trigumsadhama Virajati Vakpatangaya Sisriye. Pratyasya vahadyubihi.
Pratyasya vahadyubhihi.
Pratyasya vahadyubihi. Pratyasya vahadyubihi.
Right. Vishnu, stop shaking. Start chanting. Can't hear your voice. Yeah. Are you chanting?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Are you confidently chanting?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Okay. Now, Trigumsadhama.
Trigumsadhama Virajati Vakpatangaya Sisriye. Pratyasya vahadyubihi. Trigumsadhama Virajati Vakpatangaya Sisriye. Pratyasya vahadyubihi.
Yes, Sisriye, yeah.
It is not sir. It's
No, it is not sa, it is si. Okay, there is a problem. Some people say it as a sha. It is not a sha. It is like we had this conversation many times. It is Siva. It is not Shiva. Some people say Shiva. It is not Shiva. It is Siva. Si, sa. Now, what you are talking about is sa. You don't say Siva. It is Siva. Sisriye. You can also say Shishriye. Some people say Shishriye, Sisriye, both are right only. No problem. Okay? Devanagari, the Telugu people say we won't say she. She is not like a SHE she. It is very less used by Telugu people. We are independent. It is Sisriye. You can say Shishriye if you are used to she a lot. Okay? Both are correct. Okay, one more time. Trigum virajati vatpatangaya sisriye pratyasya vahyubihi Trigum shaddama virajati vatpatangaya sisriye Now, in this mantra, there is another aspect introduced, what is called time. Dhama means muhurtam. What you call muhurtam, right? Say, for doing an auspicious thing, then you say, what is the proper muhurtam? Muhurtam means time. And this time is also called dhama. A dhama means 48 minutes. 48 minutes is one dhama. Trigumsha dhama means, Trigumsha means 30. 30 times 48 is, please do the math.
1440.
Huh?
1440.
Okay, how much what that translates into? 1440 minutes.
24 times 60.
24 times 60, exactly. That's one day. Trigumsha dhama means one day. So dhama means 48 minutes. Trigumsha dhama means one day. 24 times 60. The English fellow put 60 minutes, but for it is 48 minutes. Actually, if you go back and do the calculations around the calendar, and when you take it as muhurtams and how you divided it into these ayanas and the mantras, etc., the lunar calendar, it perfectly divides the time. When the problem with the English calendar is, when they did this 24 times 60, they have to come up with an extra day and they created a leap year, 29. So their math is screwed up. The math that happened actually with Vedic math is perfect math. It considers every single split second of time very auspicious. Just go do the math. I'm not talking out of context here. It is very important. So Trigumsadhama means 30 times muhurtas. What is it doing? Vak patangaya sisriye. Sisriye is this radiation, this effulgence. This effulgence is shining through Trigumsadhama. This effulgence is constantly present throughout the day. Now, did they say 12 hours, 12 hours? They didn't say that. The mantra that we're talking, where the mantra is saying this radiance is present towards the entire day. So they figured out how the night and day came into picture. That sun is always present and that the earth is rotating. This principle is described in Sanatana Dharma way before these guys discovered that the earth is rotating and the sun is constant. Hello? Yes? This is the proof that Sanatana Dharma knew that the sun is shining the entire time and he is never changing. Trigum Saddhama Virajati. How is he? Vak Patanga Yasasriye. Now Patanga means bird. Vak Patanga Yasasriye. Now I am going to praise this beautiful bird, the sun, who is actually present all the 24 hours and he is flying like a bird. This is what is described. That's why Surya is also called Hamsa, Surya is also called Khaga. There are 12 different names for the sun. Mitra, Ravi, Surya, Bhanu, Khaga, Pusha, Hiranyagarbha, Maricha, Aditya, Savitra, Arka, Bhaskarebhyo Namaha. These are the 12 different mantras of the 12 different names of this. So what is saying? Trigum Saddhama Virajati, Vak Patangaya Sisriye. Now, what this is saying is, now because he is a bird, what is one of the attributes of the bird? What do you do on the bird that's flying in the air? Huh? Wings. But what does the bird do? What does Garuda do? Travels fast. Yeah, you get all the foods from India from Garuda. Advertisement. It's now advertisement time. Garuda is the bird that is carrying Mahavishnu, isn't he? Huh? He is carrying Mahavishnu. Garuda is the bird is carrying something. What did it do in Avatar? Same thing, right? Avatar movie, Avatar. Avatar movie. The bird is carrying Avatar. Yes? He is so happy. You see his face? He is connecting very subtly. So the bird is carrying. But what is this bird doing? This bird called the sun. You are praying here like that. Please carry me across time, oh dear sun. That is what is prayer implied in this mantra. Because he is present in 24 hours as this radiance, and he is the bird that is flying across the sky. With your radiance, carry me, carry this soul, carry this jiva across time and beyond time. That is the prayer aspect of this mantra. Now you chant this, there is another beautiful insight into this mantra. See, I am very grateful to all of you because I chant this Bhusuktam. There is a personal experience I will share with you. I learnt Bhusuktam when I went to Croatia first. I will tell that story later. Now let me not go into my personal experience. Let's go back to the mantra. Trigum Saddhama Virajati. Trigum Saddhama
Virajati Vakpatangaya Sisriye Pratyasya Vahadyubihi Trigum Saddhama Virajati Vakpatangaya Sisriye Pratyasya Vahadyubihi.
Now this 24 hours time or Trigum Saddhama, 30 times, how many? 48 minutes. This radiance that is present, 48 times 30, 24 hours. The other interpretation of the meaning is, we are not constantly present to the presence of this divine effulgence which is present always. Are we? Yeah. What we are present to is, we are thinking that we are so presence to this effulgence that is present always. This is spiritual living. What is not changing outside? Hello. What is not changing? Who is not changing? Who is present always? The sun. Yes? The sun is present always. The effulgence is present always. What is the night and day coming because of? Earth rotation. Hello, yeah. I saw some video recently by one fellow from Mullagai. He's saying that, these people, the Western people have really confused us. The earth is not rotating. If it is rotating, if you are traveling in a plane, wouldn't it be inverted? All these perverted logic people have, It is true that the sun is present always and the earth is rotating is a principle described in Vedas. When was it discovered? When was it discovered by Western scientists? Very recently, isn't it? So, even the context of the earth being a round object was described in Vedas way before. And you will learn that in this particular mantra, you will be learning in Bhusuktam that the earth is round. How did you know earth is round? Varaha, when he went down into the ocean and he picked up with his tusk the boar, the wild boar, one of the avatars, the avatar Varaha, when he went inside the ocean to pick up the Mother Earth on his tusk, when he picked up the tusk, and you see in the pictures, what is the earth looking like? Round. And in fact, it is described as Bhu Golam. Gola means ball. Bhu means earth. Earth is a gola. It is a ball. It is described in Vedas. When did the Western scientists discover that it is round in nature? So know that, by knowing which you shall know everything and beyond. This Veda is actually saying it is not only the principle of the time, he is now describing this principle of time is existing because of who, and that who is responsible for this time creation, and that constant effulgence that is presenting towards that effulgence. May that effulgence carry me in time to eternity. Huh?
In Marathi, the word Bhugol means geography.
Bhugola Shastram. It is called Shastra. Geography in Sanskrit is called Bhugola Shastra.
So Bhugol, that it Gol
Not
means
Gol.
No.
Gola.
In Marathi it is called Bhugol.
Yeah.
So Gol means round.
No, Gol is in Marathi, but gold is the actual Sanskrit word. If you say Gol, G-O-A-L, Gol, it is a different Gol. in Telugu, if we say Gola, it is very different. If you say instead of Bhu Gola, you say Bhu Gola, then the meaning is changed.
No, the Marathi word Gol
I
means
understand.
circle.
I am not talking. Yeah. It's a spear. Yeah. Bhugola Shastra means it is geography. Geography. Now the principle of time is related to effulgence. Time is created by the ever-present sun, Trigum Saddhama, Virajati, Vakpatangaya Sisriye, Pratyasya Vahadyubihi. Pratyasya means, even if I have not connected to this because of my ignorance, Prati means antagonization. Asya, if I am not present to this principle, even then, forgive me and carry my soul across time into eternity. That is what is the meaning of it. So let's chant all the 3 mantras. It's 10 o'clock, and we will, next week, please, all of you get together. And for those of you joining, you guys, you can go into the YouTube, you get the emails, center emails. No? Okay, center president, please make sure people are getting center emails, and you can listen to these videos and start learning these mantras. Very easy, not a big deal. If I can learn, you can definitely learn better than me. So if you can go and listen to this, come next week and join the class for doing the homework. The homework is, what are the attributes to be called as a mother, and what are the qualities of a mother, which means living for others. And all of you do study circle, and what principles do we need to apply that into our lives? That is the beautiful second aspect of it. Let's finish this. Om Bhunir Bhuna Jaurvarinantariksham Mahitva Upasthete Devyadidebhimannada Mannadhyayadade Ayangau Prushnirakramidasanan Mataram Punaha Pitaram Chakrayan Suvaha Trigum Saddhama Virajati Vakpatangaya Shisriye Pratyasya Vahadyubihi. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti.